So the first strength training exercise that we're going to focus on are calf raisers. To make this a little bit more difficult, you can do one leg at a time. To make it easier, you can do both feet at the same time. So all you need is a wall or a chair or nothing at all if you feel like your balance is strong enough. But what we're going to do is just raise up on our toes on the ball of your foot. Bring your heels up as high as you can from the floor. Bring them down and just hover above the ground, raising them back up, lowering down, hovering, and raising back up again. So go ahead and repeat that movement for 6 to 12 repetitions, and repeat that for 2 to 3 sets. The next exercise that we're going to move into today is a squat, and a squat is a fantastic way to strengthen your hips and your knees. So just like the assessment that we started with, you want to have both of your feet about shoulder width apart. You're going to push your hips back as if you're sitting in a chair, and you can have your hands up overhead. If it's easier, you can have them down by your heart. All you're going to do is go down to whatever degree that feels good. You can keep it as a really shallow squat too, which is just going down a little bit, and work your way into a deeper squat. Again, go ahead and repeat this movement for 6 to 12 repetitions, and focus on your knees. Try not to let them fall in as you stand up. Try not to let them fall out as you stand up, but try to keep them right in line with your ankle. Your chest is nice and high as if someone's drawing a string from it to the ceiling, and your shoulders should be pulled back. The next exercise that we're going into is a lunge, and this is great for strengthening your knees. So to do a lunge, keep your shoulders pulled back and your chest up nice and high. Draw your belly button back to your spine to engage your core. You're going to step 1 foot forward. If you feel a little wobbly, grab onto a chair or a wall, and we're going to squat, or we're going to lunge down and then push all the way back up. So you can keep it stationary if this is where you want to begin. Again, it can be a very shallow lunge if that feels better for you too. Or what you can do is step it back, go into alternating lunges, and try to get 6 to 12 repetitions per side, and try to do 2 to 3 sets of this movement. So once you are finished going through all of these exercises, if you can do them a few times a week for a few weeks or even a few months, you should begin to notice that your knees are feeling quite stronger. As you squat, you should begin to notice that your knees don't come in or they don't come out. You're strong enough and you're able to hold yourself into that supportive position. By strengthening your knees, you will be able to better perform in your strength training program and in your activities every single day of your life. So go ahead, get started with this. Make sure to keep your chest nice and tall, breathe, and have fun.